general, but it being played or picked at blue number 5 is, to me, an unnecessary risk for Aero Esports, because again, it gives Vamos that launch pad to pick up the Valentina. However, let's see, because it's still a very strong matchup versus the Ruby. Apart from the Valentina, there's really not much poke that can take out the Firaga armor. The only issue is he can give the last insanity to the opposing Valentina, which is going to be very painful. At the same time, though, there is no legitimate way for Vamos to take away the Firaga armor of Smooth.
Yeah, there's a lot to consider overall here, so it's going to be up to Smooth to see whether or not he can blaze a trail through game number 2 here. That was close. That was almost stolen. TV actually trying to steal on the opposite side. Will get it, but he's way too deep. Kim picks up first blood again.
Was that necessary?
Unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. Didn't have the help of his teammates, and now gonna store this.
Yo, that's some damage.
Yeah. Honestly, like, thinking on his Atlas after the buff is so tanky to the point where even if I use Atlas, I don't care about the ult, man. I just become a frontline that just so happens that I have an AoE starter.
Yeah. The range of what you can get.
Ooh, they caught Zorn. He's in trouble. He doesn't have Revitalize either. Hazel gets a free kill.
The area of effect, or the range, or technically the reach that you have for this Atlas has increased by a significant amount. It's not that big, but it allows you to have more plays. That's what I'm trying to say. And couple that up with the flicker, now you're always a threat. And if you think about it, Vamos only utilized this Yisun Shin, which after the Traceless does not have enough to actually get himself or separate himself away from the Atlas. So this is going to be a very interesting pick. I will not be surprised if this is going to be a trend versus the Yisun Shin.
Yep. They're going to be able to get the taunt on Zeke if he's in trouble. Perfect match comes out, but he still gets picked off. So they will find a revenge kill onto the Atlas and transition to the Turtle.
Honestly, yeah, GB just has to be careful because the Traceless before has 1 second of CC immune, but now it's only 0.6 seconds, so still pretty good. But you gotta be careful.
Last insanity, Kim does not have flicker. He's gonna get blown up. And now Smooth gonna be burning them back. The rest of Vamos coming to provide backup. I'm offended. Catches the export, pops the armor straight away. He doesn't have last insanity. Falling Star with the lands on 2. Zorn pops the Revitalize. Gonna be able to keep himself and his team alive for now. And now Vamos looking for the reversal to get the stun on CK. And Natko comes in to secure the kill.
That is why we don't like that blue 5 pick on the export, because the Valentina, Kokun has proven to us how strong of a counter the Valentina is against the X-Borg. Going in for that play, eventually Aero did not have enough damage. Unfortunately for Smooth, going in for the sprint, he waited so much to pop his ultimate, and by the time that he wanted to pop his ultimate, Vamos already had the Goges in that area to actually stun him up and not allow him to pop the ultimate. This is something that Aero needs to fix.
Yeah, I think they really fixed on that Glockun was 100% going to pick up the Eve. So, yeah, curveball bit. Glockun taking damage from Hazel.
Hazel's trying to dive. Stolen Phantom Execution used to escape. Glockun doing a good job on the Valentina so far.
Hey, like in the, like them talking to each other, they made it look like Glockun is nervous, but I think Glockun is the one that's performing quite well in game number 1 and game number 2.
I guess. Especially this game 1-0 with doing this silent.
Oh, shout out to Zekil.
What up?
So right now for Vamos, they have a lead-ish, but not by much. And I feel like you still got to be careful of Zeke here because eventually he will catch you. And the thing is, he doesn't have to catch 5 people, right? 1 or 2 is enough.
Speaking of catching, Last Insanity has to be used defensively down bottom because Chibi went for the gank on the EXP lane. Thorn in trouble, actually, surrounded by 3, having to use the AOG defensively.
Yeah. I wonder what the general opinion about this Sprint X-Borg is, but it kind of feels like it does not convert into any kind of aggression or tempo control from Aero. So we'll see.
Fatal links on Gojes, he's caught in the mid lane. Hazel picks up a kill on the Ruby.
Yeah, hopefully the sprint was a mistake. I know. Maybe he just wants to flicker, but who knows?
No, indeed.
Zorn with the two-man taunt into the Mountain Stalker. Revitalize comes out as well. Hazel gets blasted to bits, and Zeke will soon follow. A double kill fed to TV.
Okay, so looks like right now, Vamos, they got back into the game. A little bit scrappy, a little bit messy, but still, they're doing it. By the way, yes, chat, it is Wolf. Wolf is casting. He wanted to buy a new car, so he decided to get an extra job here in M1.
Oh, is that how much you get paid every day, Mr. Ravel?
No. It was a Husky's pay.
Oh, it was not.
Yeah, you're taking his pay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Husky. But kidding aside, I'm actually surprised why Aero decided to go for the play to invade the purple, and they were duly punished by Vamos, especially because Hazel did not have enough levels to actually out-level GB. And now GB has even strengthened his gap between the junglers that we have in this game. And not to mention, Natko is really farming for the entire team special. This lead might not be that big for Vamos, but you can definitely feel it. You can definitely feel that they have much better artillery going up against Aero. So if this turtle number 3 fight erupts, it's gonna be difficult for Aero if they don't find a good opening with Ziki.
The interesting about Vamos is that their leading does not depend on EXP or gold. It's about them feeling good, right? If they get a few kills, get a few cash, then they feel like, okay, we're in a good spot. Oh,
just gets caught in Fatal Links. He already popped the I'm offended. They're gonna lock them down under tower. Ruby goes down. Clockhood blinks in with the last insanity. AOG, two-man knocked up. And here comes the explosion. Ziki follows. It's a double kill. It's a triple kill for Clockhood. Natko chasing Smooth all the way down the bot lane. 4 members of Aero Esports wiped off the map.
and again, Vamos, in their eyes, gold is not considered as a lead. EXP is not considered as a lead. It's all about that momentum, baby. And then Echo
Okay. Tuesday? Come on. That was a great kill, by the way. Unfortunately, we are now feeling the full effect of the Valentina versus the Export. To be fair, Clockwood actually took his time. He had to pop 2 charges of his skill number 1 in that bottom lane after the flicker, which was interesting because he didn't need to. But then again, he knew that there was Zord to follow up afterwards. So even when he did his time, even if he was patient and not going in for the instant last insanity with the flicker, they still managed to get even more. A triple kill for Clockwood. And also another kill for Natko. And that's Vamos just taking over this game right now.
Dude, Clockwood is having an amazing game. I wish I can say the same for Gorgeous, because I really feel like in game number 1, game number 2, he's not showing up just yet. Because in the death that Gorgeous, died in, there was no purpose for it. It's just misposition or getting forced on under the turret.
Well, the first 2 letters spell go in his name, so it's probably why he's doing it.
Hey, you know what? A plus.
If you read his name like back in reverse, it's just go.
That's right. Just go.
It's Sedge Go. Sedge all go.
I like my version better. All right. They get the Fatal Links in on Zorn, pulling over the tower. Revitalize comes through. Zeke just instantly blows up, but Zorn does get traded. 1 for 1 on the roamers.
Dude, everyone gets exploded very quickly in this game.
The strength of the meta that we have right now, wherein you have this Yisenchin, this Valentina with the Harriet, which naturally has a lot of magic damage to her side. And the thing about it, there's really not much magic defense.
Okay, now I see it. Because in terms of tank items, Zeke actually went for the fleeting time, which,
yeah, that's right.
honestly, like, I play Atlas, I can see that makes sense, but I think you don't need that.
I don't think it's
right. You just need to be a frontline, which is the thing that your team needs.
It's not a good item to prioritize in this particular game. Maybe 3rd item, but they badly needed that Radiant armor, actually.
Yeah, agree.
The first few minutes of the game. They went in for the Dominant Size, which has intrinsic adaptive defense, but it does not help his teammates. I think with Radiant armor, it actually helps your teammates because you don't only have your magic defense, but you also neuter the amount of magic damage that your opponents do.
And now Clockland getting that last insanity as well. The fight around the Lord here, I guess this is the moment for Zeke. If he really wants to make that flicking time work, this is the moment.
Well, here comes the conceal. Pop by Vamos first. Aero Esports will play it safe. Start backing off. now going to regain their position as the Lord drops to 50%. I'm offended onto Smooth, locks him down into the Lord. Knock up. Nako finds Kim in the mid lane. Guse comes in from the back. Revitalize going to be popped. Last Insanity used by the Valentina. Fatal Links catches one. It is absolute chaos in front of the Lord pit. Nako with the double kill. TB secures the objective. They're trying to chase them and he's standing there taunting them because he knows they have walked too far. It is a team wipe for Vamos.
Okay, what happened to Aero? Maybe they shouldn't go for that break, but Vamos was able to reset. And Aero, on a person for me, Zeke getting beaten time early, that was a big fumble.
For sure.
He's not doing his job.
So many mistakes that were seen from Aero's side. When they went in for the trade onto Zorn, that was a Gatot catch-up with Revitalize. In exchange for Kim on this Kimmy, definitely not a good trade. And to add to that, Smooth was just waiting for his ultimate. He's just being too patient, overly passive, to the point where his ultimate does not have any impact at all. I think that he is so stingy with the ultimate that Vamos were able to just capitalize. And afterwards, it was just full pandemonium. Aero did not have enough sustainability when Zkeep as well as Kim died in that skirmish, and now Vamos have a substantial amount of lead. It's almost impossible for Aero to come back from this one.
Yep. And the fun fact, the last time Atlas was used is back in Season 11, and none other by Use, and it was in the Grand Finals.
I still have some slight recollections of that here. It's been a long time. Unfortunately, Atlas does need a slightly different item build nowadays. We talk about how much tankier he is, but that's not from changes to the hero specifically. It's because of the items, and going for fleeting time means you're throwing that away.
Radiant armor is definitely an imperative here for Aero, but looks like they're not building that up yet. The only magic defense here is Oracle and maybe some top boots along the way, but this is where you know that Clockwork can just tear them apart, as well as Natco for sure. But just having this Valentina constantly copying the last Insanity, going in for the flicker plays, already a big problem for Aero.
Yeah, honestly, like looking at the items that Aero has already built, there's really no defense items. Like you said, Wolf, it's only Oracle on Kusei. Other than that, I don't know. There's a lot of weird things here. Like sprint on the X-Board, fleeting time on the Atlas.
Yeah.
Again, okay item, but not the first one. And if I was Kim, I would be a bit upset. It's like, where's my front line?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to deal free damage?
You know, I wonder how.
I wonder why.
Aero can get back from this game. It's so difficult. I'm looking for many angles here. I think the only way for them to eventually win is that if Vamos messes up so badly and then it goes to the 23-minute mark, then they can fight afterwards. But in this specific moment, everything that Vamos wanted, they can get for free.
It's a really tough spot for Aero because they're not tanky enough to sustain frontline, and they don't do enough burst damage to warrant that either. Vamos has them beaten basically every corner right now. 8k goal lead. Mount Stalker gets popped. They see everyone. Lord dropping low. I'm offended. Catches. Move. Fraga armor already gone. Nice taunt from Zorn to stop Zkeep. Kusei comes in from flank. Oh, beautiful three-man Fatal Links. Catches GB. And they melt him down. But the rest of them are still too tanky. Clockwood's already dismantling the backline. He's taking out Kim. He's chasing down Smooth. And that means that there's no more damage for Aero to play around. They're slowly but surely being chased down. Hazel being corralled like an animal in the zoo. Another wipeout for Vamos, and that means the path to the base is wide open. They are going to take game number 2.
Dude, this is such an amazing game. Vamos have recovered and they have equalized. And let me take the time